I'm just glad he's paying me because Mike is just an...
Rolling.
What? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, it's time for your weekly Fix the Funny. Can I get another one of these? I'm going to need this. I'm about to do this shit. So I'm okay, I swallowed it. So grab a cocktail, take those pants off, and treat yourself to the sexy bald man that makes you tingle in your special place. Woo! I'm wrong! Got my mind on my money, my money on my mind, bitch! I'm house announcer Chet Jackson, and it's time for the Me, Myself, and I show with Mike Betancourt! Are we done? Yes.
Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I.
Hello. Welcome to another exciting episode of Me, Myself, and I. Episode 146. Like the Irish whistle. The reason why I have this Irish whistle is because my family says I'm too loud. They're like, you're too loud. Every single week you go, hello. You say it 100 times. Well, then... I am keeping this on the show. It is official. Oh, that's awesome. We got comments already. What does the comment say? Dustin Wood is here. He says, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to post questions and comments and we will read them on the show. Thank you, Dustin. Mr. Chris Laird says, man, that opening act was rough. You know, whatever, dude. I'm my own opening act. I don't care. Anyways, I'm having too much fun with this and I like it. So hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. We have a very fun, exciting, and amazing, phenomenal show tonight. We have a pianist, Mr. Adam Chester is here. He is here. Who is Adam Chester? Well, he has performed with Elton John, John Legend, Miley Cyrus, Maureen Lambert, Lady Gaga, and much, much more. Okay? All right? That... God. I'm having way too. I'm not going to play. Don't worry. I will not play this while he's performing because he is a professional. I'm not. I'm just the jackass. And someone just says, Elias just says, your Willy Wonka whistle. I do like, oompa doopa doopa dee doo. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, that's awesome. Love it. Love it. Okay, so let's talk about what's important, ladies and gentlemen. Before we move on, let's talk about what's important, okay? Everybody needs to calm down, take a deep breath, and relax. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head is not leaving, okay? I know the whole world just fell apart when they said they're not gonna put labels on that. But a whole child, it has to be Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. We have to have it. Why can't we? Relax. Okay, it's gonna have a potato head, and it's gonna have on the bottom Mr. and Mrs. First of all, adults, why are you tripping about a kid's toy? Okay, you need to calm down and feed the homeless before you even trip and worry about if it's Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Who cares? If it becomes a transgender potato head, I don't care. I don't play with that Mr. Potato Head. Okay? You know what happens to those toys? They get thrown away. Relax. Calm down, people. All right, calm down. Okay, they will never get rid of Mr. Potato Head because, first of all, Don Rickles will be flipping over in his grave. Okay, you think he would come back? He will come back from the dead and say, "What are you doing with my label?" So calm down, everybody. Okay, it's not offensive. Okay, keep it. They're not going to keep it. Who cares? Quit playing with toys. Play with the Irish whistle. and besides, okay, and besides. I'll show you. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you something. You guys want to see it? Okay, first of all, comedians everywhere, it's time to be offensive. Everyone is too damn sensitive nowadays. Everyone is sensitive about anything. So if you are a comic, I'm saying it's an all-out war right now. It is time for you to be offensive. It is time for you to not hold anything back. I don't care if it's gross. I don't care. Whatever it is, don't hold back. And here's a perfect prime example of someone not holding back. I'm going to show you. Okay. While everyone's flipping out about Mr. Potato Head, here's the master right here, Don Rickles. Look at this. Okay. You're going to flip out. You're going to get angry over this. Watch this.
The whites, the purples, mostly the blacks. I'm only kidding you, Bubba. The black people belong in this country.
Damn.
Japanese? Filipino, my ass, you're a Jap. I'll tell you this. 3 years in the jungle looking for your uncle. What am I bid for this broad before I introduce him? Look at this. The old guy went, $4.
That's sexual harassment. That's a Me Too movement joke.
At bigotry. I laugh at Wilt Chamberlain. Ha, 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 ha. But if you don't laugh back, it's not funny. Is that your wife, sir? Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Sexism. You're going to cancel Don Rickles? Look, he's not even off the air, so relax, people.
And I love the Italian people. I'll never forget the word of Carmine Ganganonzo, who said to me in Brooklyn on a Saturday night. No, you're a Catholic and I'm a Jew, and Sammy, you're black. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. So there you go. Okay. And enough of my thoughts, because right now it is time for Dustin's Thoughts.
Okay. So can we all agree that the flute needs to be a part of every opening of this podcast? Yeah. He's like the creepy Pied Piper, which I think is technically already R. Kelly, but Mike, you might give him a run for his money. So good luck with that. And
Thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Call me the creepy Pied Piper. That's disgusting. No, I'm saying, go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
damn it, I fall for it every time he cuts me off. Oh, I see Lori is in the comments. What's up, Lori? How you doing? Oh, sorry, I'm on the air. So anyways, call me or take me off the block list, whatever you want. I in the spirit of being offensive and not worrying about being canceled, I decided that tonight I was going to share with you guys my most offensive joke that has gotten me in trouble at a lot of venues. So it's very short, it's very simple. These are my thoughts, and here it is. I was recently asked if I'm pro-abortion, and I was very honest with the person. I told them that I don't feel comfortable calling myself a pro. This is where the whistle would come in very nice. It could be like the rim shot. Those are my thoughts. Oh, hey, Lori. Hey. How you doing?
Quit reading the comments. Let me post the comments.
I'm sorry, buddy.
There. This is what we do.
Hey,
look, Lori Russo Campos says, hey, are you happy? Quit reading them.
I'm sorry, but
Quit
look at her.
reading them.
Why look at her?
I understand that, but I'm in control, so everyone else can read the comments.
Oh, I didn't read that one.
But quit yelling them out. This looks cool. This looks cool and professional.
You're right. You're right.
Okay. Oh my God. And you know what, Lori, thank you for being on the show. Former guest, Lori Russo Campo. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have this amazing, talented guest tonight. But before I bring him up, I found some footage of him, and it's, he played at Madison Square Garden 4 times. He played at the Grammys. He was on CBS. But this video that I'm about to show, watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch. Okay? Just sit back and watch. Okay?
Raise your head up, look around. Such a pretty country, and just to put it bluntly, it's a mess. In these moments after the war, all the wounded right here, all the ones who died here, it's gonna take some time to carry on. day's a miracle. Celebrate the miracle. Let the candle burn for 8 days and nights. I used to take my son to school. Such a pretty building. One day we'll rebuild it. You can bet. If we want to, there's a way. And isn't it believing that through all the grieving, we still have the faith to carry on? Yes, I believe every day's a miracle. Celebrate the miracle. Let the candle burn for 8 days and nights. As sure as the sun is in the sky, everything's gonna be alright.
Every day's a miracle. Celebrate the miracle. Ooh.
Let the candle burn for 8 days and nights. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Come on. Let the candle burn for 8 days and nights. 8 days and nights.
Oh my God, I can listen to that all year long, ladies and gentlemen. That's not just for 8 days and nights. That's all year long. Okay, are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, like I said, you've seen him on CBS This Morning with Gayle King. Excuse me. He's performed at Madison Square Garden 4 times. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only, Adam Chester.
Where did that sound come from? Who knows?
Oh, dude. Do it again.
There you go, man.
Damn, I'm good.
You are.
How you doing, sir? Thank you for being on the show.
I just bought this.
Hold on, let's throw. Wait, keep going. We'll throw Dustin in it.
I'll never be the same again.
Never. Oh man,
Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, dude, if it wasn't, like I said, man, if it wasn't for Lori, man, she highly recommended having you on the show, and I'm so glad you're here, dude.
Well, this was fun, man. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Yeah, you have a good one, buddy. That was Adam Chester, ladies and gentlemen. That was it. That's all you get.
Woo!
Dude,
Good time.
Dude, that is awesome, man. So, dude, I am just blown away. You know, it's funny that the 8 Days and Nights has a very it's very modeled like an Elton John song.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I wrote the tune after I started after my first choral part with I was conducting for him in 2007, and that's when I wrote it, because I was like, oh, this is so cool. Wouldn't it be great to have a gospel choir do
It was brilliant.
a Hanukkah song? And that video we just did. Thanks for playing that. We just finished that over the pandemic. My friend Scott Alexander, who's a screenwriter and one of my closest friends in life, gathered a crew of people. We had Guillermo Ortiz Pichardo directing it. Yusuf Gouda did the editing, and it all came together because of Scott. And Scott, he wrote Ed Wood, the movie Ed Wood.
Wow.
Versus Larry Flint, Man on the Moon. I mean, he's a big biopic dude. And he directed my very first video, which got on MTV years ago. And so I went to him for this, and he was just like a beacon of talent.
Well, it just showed. And so how long did that video take to make?
It took maybe about 4 hours shooting it on the set, and everybody was wearing masks, and it was just me, my wife, and Scott, and the director Guillermo and Yusef. And then after that, it was post-production that took the most amount of time, because we had to get the kids to submit their lip syncing to the choir. And so it took about, I don't know, 4 weeks, and it was right down to the wire. And it was kind of exciting getting it out. And then the song got airplay on iHeartRadio.
Wow.
Crazy. And I have no management. I'm doing this alone. I'm like at my day job calling up stations going, yeah, are you going to play that Adam Chester song for Hanukkah? You know, and you know, 2 of them went with it. And I got to give a shout out to my friend Mark Wallengren, who was the morning DJ at Coast FM here in Los Angeles. And he was the one who said, hey, we have so many Christmas songs on the radio. Why don't you write a Hanukkah song and take it from there? So that's why I wanted to write something secular that everybody could relate to and bring in a gospel choir.
Oh, it's dude, right when you turned around and just did the
that was fun, man.
Oh, great. That's so great.
That was fun.
The turtle and everything is perfect. I will be
that's
playing
cool.
that more than once. That's for sure.
That's cool.
By the way, Lori Russo just chimed in. She said, I choreographed it back when.
That's right.
On MTV. Whoop, whoop.
That's right. Whoop, whoop. Absolutely. Whoop, whoop. What the fuck? Anyway.
You can't say that on my show, sir.
I can't, because I'm like the unhippest Jew out there.
No. Like, you're not allowed to say that. We're live. You can't say whoop, whoop.
Oh, okay. I won't say ever.
You can say fuck, but you can't say whoop, whoop.
Got it. I won't ever fucking say whoop, whoop again. So yeah, Lori was in my class at USC, and she actually choreographed my video. And I can't dance for shit. That's why I play piano. And so there's a couple of times I'm like jumping up and pointing, and you know, that's the extent of my first music video that was on MTV.
That's awesome.
Fun days.
Well, dude, let's talk about Madison Square Garden, man. 4 times. That's like the pinnacle of every performer's dream.
Yeah.
You know?
No doubt about it. I mean, that's beyond a humbling experience. And, you know, just being in the hallways, and they have all these.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
They have all these color photos of the performers who played there. There's Prince, there's Sinatra. And you're just looking at this going, I'm going to be on this stage in an hour, you know, and you're walking through this long hallway looking at these beautiful frame photos of all the people that were there, you know, Billy Joel, Elton. It was just beyond belief. And before the crowd got there, I remember stepping on the stage and thinking, you could shoot me now, but don't. And this would be it. This would be all I ever needed to experience. It's mind-boggling, you know.
How did that feel before, during, and after your first time?
Before, it was almost like sort of a, I couldn't believe it. It wasn't real. The first time, well, the first, second, third, and fourth time, no, the first, second, and third time was all for this Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboys show that Elton was doing. It was part 2 of a concert in 2005. And I had rehearsed the band. I had rehearsed Elton. He hadn't played this music in decades. So he would be like, Adam, what's that chord in this song? And I'd show him the chord and how he played it.
What?
Post it. And then I'd sort of creep back to my keyboard. And I mean, it was insane, especially for me, because I was such a fan of Elton's growing up. Like, all my friends think this is crazy. You know, you talk about karma or whatever. It was crazy that I was working with Elton because I had always loved his music and had posters of him on my wall as a kid. But so I was singing in this choir. It was like a 11 member choir. Because I had rehearsed the band in Elton said, you know what? I want to thank you for doing what you did. Why don't you hop up on stage for the shows and you can sing with the choir?
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Well, the choir hated me.
Why?
Because they were a fixed unit. They were used to performing together.
Mm-hmm.
They had choreographed dance steps to a lot of these Captain Fantastic songs, of which I don't dance. And I didn't know. So I'm like panicking the days before, trying to get some of these crazy, steps that we're supposed to do as a choir on stage. And I think I was one of only, I was a straight Jewish white guy, okay, up in the choir. I was the only one there. And all these choir members really were pissed that Elton had me do this. So they wanted nothing to do with me. Mm-hmm. And they left sort of no room for me on the side stage. So Guy Babylon, who was the keyboardist, I'll make this short. Guy Babylon, who passed away, was the keyboardist, was like, well, fuck that. And he grabbed his keyboard case, flipped it upside down, had them tape it to the stage, and I stood on that. And it was amazing because I had to get through the show with these steps, and it was really cool. After that first show at the Garden, this couple walks up to me on stage. We're all breaking down, lights are on, people moving out. And this husband and wife come up to me and they said, hey, we were just curious. You were that guy who was singing up on stage with the choir, right? I said, yeah. I got really excited. And they said, did you win your spot to be up there?
God.
And I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Because I didn't know what I was doing with the dance steps.
Right.
So, whatever.
You dedicate your life to music, and then all of a sudden someone says that.
Right.
Oh
right.
My God.
I thought it was hysterical. And then we went back a second night, a third night. So that tour were my first 3 times. And the 4th time I was conducting the choir for his 60th birthday. That was 2007. So the first show was 2005. Then 2007, conducting the choir. And then I was back in 2018, up on stage, playing the piano with the band when all these superstars, Miley Cyrus, Sam Smith, Lady Gaga, and I was conducting the choir or conducting the string orchestra in a couple of spots. And I was up on stage, and Elton and David and Bernie were in the seats watching. So that was a highlight.
Wow, talk about magical. I mean, you can't even mentally prepare yourself for that.
No,
you can be a professional 100% every single time.
Yeah, it was a shot. That to me was the pinnacle of it all, in 2018. And we were supposed to, have rehearsals again last year, and then COVID hit. So now we're just waiting for the go ahead for rehearsals to start, because he has to finish his farewell tour and he wants to add some stuff to it that he hasn't done in a long time. So that's when they'll call me in again.
Wow. How did you meet Elton John, by the way?
I was
a good question to ask. How do you know this guy?
I was dancing at a strip club, and he was one of my best clients. No.
Did you come out like this?
How did, what happened? I remember. I graduated USC with a degree in music, and I got myself a job at this music store called Music Plus, because that's what you do with a music degree from USC.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And one day Davy Johnstone walked in, and I recognized him immediately as the guitarist from Elton's band, and he's been the music director for years. And I was like, oh my God. And I ran up to him with an Elton album, because that's what we were selling back then. CDs were just out. And I said, what do you think of this stuff? And he said, I think it's okay. And we just befriended each other. And then in 2004, I skipped too far. He was playing on a bunch of my original stuff. I mean, we're buds. And he in 2004 said, hey, would you consider rehearsing as Elton for the band? Because Elton doesn't like to rehearse. So you sit in for him, play his part, sing his songs. Would you be up for it? I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? And so, for those first rehearsals in 2005 for Captain Fantastic, I live in California, and I would be driving home over Laurel Canyon. It's this big stretch of windy road, and I put my top down in the car, and I'd be listening to Captain Fantastic, and I swear to God, I thought I was like in a scene from Rocky. It felt like I was in training to relearn all of these songs as good as I possibly could, so I wouldn't waste anyone's time.
Right.
And when I felt I had it, I got to rehearsals, and they got a CD of the rehearsals to Elton, and Elton was like, "Yeah, let's bring him along, and bring him to Boston and New York." And that was the beginning.
I love how nonchalant Elton John's like, "Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
change his life.
bring him along.
Change his life forever. No big deal."
By the way, is he gay? Is he straight? And Dave was like, "No, he's straight." Oh, all right.
Well, I guess he's not going to be in the center stage anymore.
Davey and the guys. I mean, I've been so lucky to have been given that opportunity, and then at least to try and do something fun with it.
That's great.
And I,
by the way, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just cherish those moments. It's led me to drinking.
Right on. While you're drinking, Lori Shafton-Meyer says, Elton is such a mainstay musically in our lives. So cool, Adam. Great story about working with him.
That's cool. That's awesome. Thank you. That's
By
great.
the way, we have Dustin Wood. He always likes to ask our guests one great question. So here he is. Dustin.
Dustin.
Okay, that was Dustin Wood with his question. That was perfect.
Damn it. It happens every time, and I hate it every time.
Come on, man.
How you doing, Adam?
I'm good.
It's an honor to talk to you, man.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Okay, so this may seem like a bland question, but it's something that I'm curious about because I have my favorite song when I'm traveling from shows. It's a song I have to listen to before I get on stage. So I wanted to ask you, if you could only perform one song only for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Oh my God. That's a good question. You know what? I think I have the answer. I think it's Rocket Man. And
wow.
Nice.
And I love that song because I've seen it evolve in Elton's performances. So I adore it musically now, where he takes it, and I never get sick of it. So thinking of that, one song, I gotta go with that. I think that's the right move.
That's gotta be such like a rare privilege to be around a legend like Elton John enough to see a song evolve. Like you get to see a side of the legend that nobody in the world gets to see.
It's crazy. I'm constantly pinching myself, and it's like I've been, in those hallways at the Garden, and I hear Elton doing that. I'm like, "Ooh, we hadn't played that chord before. I gotta go pee."
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm peeing while I'm listening to Elton John." and I'm like, "Yeah, finish up, wash my hands." I go back to the stage, and he's still playing Rocket Man because it's like a 15-minute version, and it's like, So I come home, and the thing about me, I never wanted to be. I have a lot of respect for all the guys and girls who go out there and do Elton John shows, and a lot of people are like, why don't you go out and, do an Elton tribute show? I'm just not into it because, I approach these songs as if I wrote them, right. And I don't try to imitate. I try to honor and then put a little bit of myself in there without getting too cocky or egotistical about it. And I think that's what makes it fresh. I mean, Davey and Nigel and Ray, longtime band members, are like, you make it like it's fresh again. I mean, you bring this innocence.
That's beautiful.
What a compliment too. Like those guys, of anybody, those guys right. telling you that.
Crazy. But that's what I do, because I get there and I'm excited to be there. And I'm past the point of giddy because I've known them for so long. But I'm giddy because it's exciting. They're great musicians, but even more important, they're beautiful, beautiful human beings. All of them.
That's so cool because, like they say, don't meet your heroes because of that whole thing. You met yours, and it's awesome. I met mine, and it's Mike. So, like,
I'm gonna do that forever.
Ever, dude.
Thank you so much, Adam. Really,
Hey, Adam.
Thanks,
Adam,
man.
would you like to play Rocket Man right now?
Oh my God, are you kidding? That'd be awesome.
Awesome, Adam. Take it away.
Yeah, and I do some improv around it now too. She packed my bag last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss her so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time to touch down and bring me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am. I don't, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here below. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kid. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them. If you did, and all the science I don't understand. It's just my job, 5 days a week. Rocket man, whoa. Rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time to touch down, bring me round again to find not the man I think I am. No. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Yes, I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Yes, I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Yes, I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Yes, I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I'm not doing the whole 20-minute version. Oh, Rocket Man, Tell me I broke the feed. That would be funny if like nobody was listening that whole time. Mike. Woo! Thank you very much, everybody.
That was so good, man. And it's
Oh, thanks.
just hearing the piano.
He left.
I'm sorry?
I was for a second. I was like, I think he left. I'm done with the show.
We could end the show like that if we want
Oh,
to.
stop.
No, but you know what? It's so great just to hear live music, man.
Wow.
Even though it's right here on StreamYard, but it's just made us forget about what's going on right now. You know,
Yeah.
the way you were playing, obviously, yeah, you shouldn't be doing a tribute band or a tribute
Right.
troop, right? You shouldn't be doing that because it just showed you your authenticity while you were playing.
Thanks, man.
You just you became the piano.
That's very, very cool of you to say, because that's what I say about Ray Cooper when he plays percussion. I'm like, dude, you don't play percussion, you become the percussion.
Yeah, man.
He makes me weep, that guy. I've never seen anyone play a tambourine or a timbale or anything like that. It's like, crazy.
That's what it felt like right now, man. You just showed us how much you love music and how much it just affects your lives. And you got the hair for the piano. I don't have hair. I don't have piano hair.
I'm going to send you some of this.
Long time.
I got it at Woolworths a long time ago, and it's stuck.
Was anybody in your family play music, or is it just you?
My mom used to do freaky things. She used to stand in front of a mirror in the living room and pantomime to Barbra Streisand albums.
Oh,
and
nice.
it used to freak me out, man. That's the extent of her singing. My grandmother played violin, and my cousin and my uncle played massively cool piano. Totally different than me. My uncle was a phenomenal classical player, and my cousin Steven, who's still alive, is an incredible jazz pianist. They could play rings around me, but like I always tell people, I don't find myself to be an incredible pianist. I connect with the instrument, and so I just play what I'm feeling. I never think about what I'm doing, because I'll make something out of it. Hopefully that'll work. But that, I think I said to you, that's why I sort of fancied myself as like the Ed Wood of piano.
Yes, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this picture right here of how much you. This was at the Grammys, right? Or was this?
No, that was the Grammy salute to Elton, and that's what's her name?
Miley Cyrus?
No,
Lady Gaga?
No, it's the country star.
Miranda Lambert?
Yes, Miranda Lambert.
There we go. Third time's a charm.
Thank you. And she was doing My Father's Gun, which is an Elton tune. And I guess right in front of her, to the right of her thigh, you can see Elton and David.
Oh, I do.
Yep, that's where they were. But
look at that. Look at pure enjoyment of how much you love.
And I was thin. I was much thinner too in 2018. What the hell happened there? I don't know.
Still got that great hair. You still got the great hair.
It looks like an egg in that frozen shop. It's like some sort of an egghead, man. What's up with that?
Speaking of piano, I found this other picture on your Facebook. This is so cool, and you got to explain everything. This is like you have Beethoven, Bach. This right here for me is like your legacy right here.
Uh-oh.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great.
A glass piano.
Oh, it was great, man. I showed up for a gig at this wealthy Japanese artist's house somewhere in Bel Air. This was, I don't know, maybe about whenever that was, 8 months ago, right before the pandemic. Ooh. So it must have been early March. And they showed me this acrylic, plexiglass piano. And they were like, here's your spot. And I'm like, yeah, but everybody's outside and they're just enjoying themselves. I don't want to disturb anybody. And I'm like, no, just start playing. And everybody came in and gathered around. It was great.
That's such a great picture, though.
Yeah, the guy who took the shot, I forget his name. What an asshole I am. Did a great couple of shots. It was great. Yeah, a lot of fun.
And then this picture right here, you and Elton.
Oh yeah, that was 2005. So that was the first time I appeared with him at the Garden. And I was like, hey, is there any chance I can get a picture with Elton? And they're like, no, he doesn't really see anybody. I'm like, come on, I just sang in the choir and I rehearsed everybody and I pushed. And next thing you know, I got in and he posed with me. It was so awesome.
Wow. Wow, man, dude, this is such a fun journey that you've gone through, man.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning because during the pandemic, you had a quarantine concert called Corncella, correct?
Yeah. I just, I wasn't working at the Sunset Marquee anymore playing piano. The Four Seasons Lounge where I played also closed. And I was like, I'm going nuts. I got to do something.
Right.
So I took my keyboard.
Hold on, wait. Do that again. Let's bring Dustin back. Ready?
It's Dustin's percussion that makes it for me too, man. It's such a piece. It's like a John Cage piece, So I had my two boys, Truman and Marcello. They're 17 and 14 now, and they carried out my keyboard out in my front lawn. And I asked the neighbors if it would be cool, and they all stayed in front of their houses. They wore masks, and I started streaming it on Facebook Live. And I think it was the second week we did it. And I thought, why don't we try raising some money for some nonprofits and see if we can help some people out? And even though I kind of needed the help, I was like, screw it, let's put it out there. And over the course of those Saturday shows, or was it Sunday? I forget. Everything's a blur. But anyway, over the course of the shows, we raised over $20,000 for nonprofits.
Wow.
And that was people giving on my Facebook Live direct to the charity. So I made nothing of that money, nor did I want it. I wanted it to go straight to the, we did American Cancer Society. We did Tunnel to Towers. We did anything that felt like it was the right thing to do. And every week we did something else. The Harmony Project.
Wow.
We helped out a lot of people, and that felt great. And so my friend Bob Kaufman had somebody from We Like LA magazine call, and they did a story. And it was the week that Lisa Loeb came out, and we sang Don't Go Breaking My Heart together.
Oh, my God.
Right in my front lawn.
Oh, my God. That's so cool.
And so from that, the AP News came, and then CBS This Morning, and Gayle King covered it. And they said, this guy's out there in his rolling chair, in his office chair. It's just so weird. And
it's not weird. That's music, though. You can do it anywhere.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great. And the AP came and NPR came, and they did it the week that I was doing. It was the Mother's Day concert, and I had on an Anthony Perkins, the star of Psycho, shirt that said, "A boy's best friend is his mother." And Gayle King said, I love that shirt. See how much he loves his mother? And I'm thinking, it's Psycho! It's Psycho!
Yes, my mother loves it too, Gayle.
Yeah. So we got a lot of press, and that was just awesome. And now I'm doing these streaming shows on Facebook Live, and they're hosted on the Sunset Marquee's page. And it's just a lot of fun, playing for people, even though they're not in front of me, just having them on the stream.
Yeah, man. And you're playing, you're playing.
Yeah. And I'm having fun, and I'm never playing the same thing twice. Every show is a different year. So I have this app that I got on my phone here. It's a wheel spin. And I don't know if you can see it because it's too bright, but you spin it and it comes up with a year. There you go.
I see it now. There you go.
And then
Oh my God, you could play some everything from 1981.
Right. And so then the next week, I do only songs from 1981, and I come out and I do a skit
Oh my
from a
God.
movie or a TV show from that year. And like so Tuesday, what's today? Thursday. So Tuesday night when I do it at 6 p.m. on Facebook Live at the Sunset Marquee Facebook page, it was 1979. So I opened the live feed on an empty table, and there was a pizza and drinks. And me and some coworkers just came out, and we were talking to each other. Yeah, man, this food is really good. I loved it. And, and I take a bite of the pizza, and a couple of seconds later, I'm like, and then I have this thing, and I lay back and expose that an alien popped out.
Oh, yes.
Because that was when Alien came out.
Yes.
And it was so great, man. So this is the kind of shit I think about during the week. Okay, what am I going to do for this week? I did 1969 3 weeks ago, and I had a friend of mine bring over his motorcycle, and I started it on the bike a la Easy Rider, and it was
So
great.
awesome.
I don't ride a motorbike, it was just so much
And
fun.
this is Tuesday night on Facebook Live every Tuesday.
Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's free. You go to the Sunset Marquees page, Marquis, and it's 6 p.m. every Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, so next week, I picked 1958.
Ooh.
So it's going to be kind of a tough one, but there's some amazing music.
Oh yeah.
And when you think of the culture and the shit that's going on, I mean, there's a show here, and I'm totally loving it. Just loving it. Loving it.
Wow.
It's exciting,
Oh, absolutely. You've worked with some amazing, talented musicians. Is there any modern musician you would really like to collaborate with?
Well, if he was still alive, Prince was one of my heroes.
That would be so awesome, you and Prince.
I mean, I saw him.
Dude.
I can't tell you how many times I saw him in concert. It's insane. But what does my son want to say? What?
The Blob came out in 1958.
The Blob came out in 1958.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're
Yeah.
gonna the Blob.
Hell yeah.
My favorite.
First of all,
artist,
kudos to your son for knowing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty hip, man. I'll tell you. I know who it would be. I'm trying to think now. I would love to work with Sting. I think Sting is a.
Oh my God, that would be so great.
This is gonna sound really weird, but I happen to love Kanye West, as nutty as he is. I
Still
think
makes great music though.
he makes great music, and just my way of spontaneously sitting down and playing. I'd love for him to do this too. Oh, and I should mention my son, my older son Truman, is a recording artist now, and he just released his first song on SoundCloud. It's called Elevate. And I don't know how the fuck he knows about the shit he's singing about, but he's singing about it, and so he's doing great. And so I hope to be working with him soon, because I love playing piano for him. He has a voice that's to die for. He's 17 and the kid can sing, and it's pretty cool.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to play one more song before we get out of here?
Yeah, sure. I can do an original. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, let's do this one.
Do you want to talk about it before you play it?
Yeah, sure. This was from my first CD that came out. I have two CDs. One is called "You Don't Know Me" from Adam, and
Great
and
name.
the second one is "The Water's Warm." "Water's Warm" you can get on iTunes. But more importantly, if I could ask anybody watching to please sign up to my YouTube channel.
I have your link. I'm going to promote it right after the end of the
Great.
show.
It's youtube.com/Adam Chester. This song is from that first CD. It's called Even an Hour. And I wrote it for one of my other good friends, Steve Bernard, and his wife, Alice, and their wedding. It's Even an Hour.
Nice.
There's so much I didn't tell you. already know me. I feel home when I look in your eyes. Oh, the years that my heart has been waiting, I know that it will be alright. I can bear the lonely night, for even an hour with you, even an hour with you, even an hour can bring the time for you and me. Even an hour with you, even an hour with you, even an hour can bring the time for you and me. Even an hour with you, even an hour can bring the time for you and me.
Oh man, even in an hour here
With a
on Me, Myself, and
over
I.
there. Did you hear that?
I did.
That
It's
was pretty
perfect.
good.
I was gonna chime in. I didn't want to ruin the moment, but
We'll talk. We'll talk.
hold on. We got to throw in Dustin. Can you do it one more time? Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go, Dustin. Even an hour with you.
With you.
Oh yeah. Even an hour with you. Yeah, man. We're both hired.
Adam, we had such a beautiful time, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dustin. That was awesome, man.
Thank you, man. I know I'm not supposed to say this as a host. You are hands down one of the best guests we've ever had. You have to come back, dude.
Man.
I'm not even kidding. There's something about you that reminds me of Robin Williams so much.
One of my favorite humans.
And so and you got to come back because there's still so much I want to learn about you. Like I was on your YouTube earlier and there's a video of you singing when you were 2 years old.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, how are you better at 2? The soft spot hadn't even healed on your head yet, and you still are a better musician than people I know that have been doing music their whole lives. So you have to come back, man. You're an incredible guest.
Send me your Venmo account so I can send you a tip for that.
Well, you can't listen to that. I mean, he says the right things. It's 100% true, but he's not the host. Just don't forget that, Dustin. Don't
I'm
forget.
I'm his co-host. Oh, correspondent.
There you go. But everything else was fantastic. Man. He's right about that, though. Thank you very much. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you can find Adam on YouTube at youtube.com/Adam Chester. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. And don't forget, Tuesday nights on his Facebook page, 6 p.m. And you can find the correspondent, not the goddamn host, but the correspondent, the adorable one, on Instagram.com. And if you just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry, the rebroadcast will be on youtube.com/MikeBComedy. And you know what, Adam, I always like to leave on a great note. I always like to leave on a prayer, but not by me, but by Sam Elliott. And now, a prayer from Sam Elliott.
Dear Heavenly Father, give me the strength, for I don't have any patience for stupidity anymore. Everywhere I go, I see someone doing something stupid. I just want to smack them across the head, but I can't, dear Father, for you are the dude of this universe. Dear Lord, we're in a pandemic and I'm starting to lose my cool. All I want to do is sit in my leather chair, smoke a Marlboro Red, and drink a beer. Coors, America's beer. Lone Star Barbecue. Amen.
So with that, Adam, thank you very much for
Thanks,
everything. Everyone that's watching, thank you. Oh, look at all these comments are just coming out right now. Lori Myers says, thank you guys. Fun time night. Thank you, Lori. Appreciate it. Pamela Smith says, Sunset Marquez FB page. So great. Thank you, Pamela. Elias, thank you. He says, man child with tummy toms. I love it. Awesome. Thank you guys. Everyone, thank you for being part of Adam. Again, thank you very much for this.
Thank
I
you
really
so much.
appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, Dustin.
And
thank you.
I hope for us to see you at a live concert at Madison Square Garden again.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Looking forward to that day, my friend.
Yep.
So
Cool, man.
with that, you guys take care, and we will see you next week.
Me, myself, and I.
Wow. What a great show, ladies
It's
and
me,
gentlemen.
myself, and I.
Absolutely a breath of fresh air. Thank you so much, Adam.
Me,
Don't
myself,
forget, if you
and
want to
I.
see Adam again, go to youtube.com/Adam
It's
Chester.
me, myself, and I.
You want to follow the correspondent, not the goddamn host, the correspondent to me, myself, and I. You go to Adorable Dustin with that. There you go. You don't even know. Just kidding. At the Instagram.com/Adorable Dustin Wood. Make sure you follow him. And then also, if you want to see the rebroadcast, you go to youtube.com/Mike B Comedy. And again, Adam, thank you so much. Thank you, music. Thank you for everyone that's watching. Thank you so much. This is a great way to end the week with wonderful music. So, thank you guys. Thank you, everyone. And we will see you next week.